a little wave energy into electricity. That's exactly what this does. It's causing a light magnet being designed by C-wave energy in particular.
We can do it together. We all got ideas. We just have to put them together.
It's been developed over a decade, so how outside the waveline magnet is made of lots of floating platforms linked by a spine-like power system. As
People have to commute to this inner world. Anonymity is one of the source for their future. You rely on someone else. You rely on different reality. You rely on a set of education. You rely on the process of introducing different online.
You can't rely on the make-believe nonsense because the make-believe nonsense stops you from using common sense, the sense that you're born with. We aren't as stupid as we've been taught to be. We're not supposed to be eating 3 times a day. Milk don't do the body good, and you can't get no fucking protein from no fucking meat. Meat that you eat. Literally, we all been lied to. Literally.
what you do frequently get in Greek and Roman myth is the miraculous birth of a child whose mother is made pregnant by.
Fuck all the bullshit. Mary was raped by God to have fucking Jesus. Bullshit. Because my question to you, when you look at the fucking Bible and then read the Bible, you'll realize for yourself this God's character killed more motherfuckers in the Bible than the devil did. And Jesus could never been this. Jesus could never have existed when at one time it didn't have no J. Literally, my question to any and everybody is, are we really as stupid as we've been taught to be?
And so say something. Look at that face, look at yours, and say, that's pregnant for some other people pregnant. And so they give you that sort of thing. But in every case, it's intense acts. If nothing else, you just have to God. What you do frequently get in Greek and Roman myth is the miraculous birth of a child whose mortal mother.
Spanish woman or in white.
Obama by David Axelrod. I had and you see this she wrote with the reach the president. And part of that you have to stay past me don't stay part of it. I didn't know about this office. So when they asked me to sign it up against the White House, a bunch of records, one of the president for a month, and he was interested in joining me to try to get me out of where I was.
We're being played by the practice physicians.
That's pretty good.
Literally, they're practicing on you, they're practicing on me with medication they're getting from pharmaceutical companies that they're in bed with. So the question is, do you really think, I ain't say believe, do you really think that doctors give a fuck about your health when they get paid more money to keep you sick?
And I think it speaks well of him, and I'm looking at his case, I'm hoping that he can pardon himself come January. I think it was just like a vicious moment he just did that. Yes, exactly. But how frustrated are people to be? I know we've got to go, but this is the last question. Is so important. Frustrating is to do the split party, given most of adult life to me, that has turned into a vicious going through someone that's a well, I don't recognize today's Democratic Party. I guess I call myself a Trumpocrat, a Democrat for Trump. It's like giving up thing, they can't give it up. You're still part of that team. But this party has been hijacked by the socialists. Their tactics are Marxist. The use of the criminal justice system and other things that do right out of Marxist playbook, KGB, Soviet South politics. And so the election of Donald Trump is so much bigger than the presidential election because our very system's on trial right now. And in my opinion, after all of the years I lived in politics, 2,896 days I spent with my home in prison. I mean, I was in a higher security prison. They had me in a prison where my home was a 6 foot by 8 foot prison cell, 50,000 square foot governor's mansion, with 6 foot by 8 foot prison cell, with gangster cycles, Crips and Bloods, single limit cartel drug dealers who look up to El Chapo, like my daughters look up to Taylor Swift. Why were murderers? 950 guys to present white collar one governor to me, and I learned a lot about life. And I'll tell you this: that everything out there is facing hard times and diversity and the sadness of life. So many of us look to God. It was faith, hope, and love that got me through. The Bible my wife gave me. That's a great thing. Well, I'm going to say, I think you're watching this. I've mixed and I don't know these daughters that she was able to continue to raise. You being gone for 8 horrible years, but it's great to see you. Thank you for coming and being so candid and just forthright with your story. And I hope it doesn't happen to anyone else in this country. We've got to make sure this kind of stuff stops. Great to have you. Thank you. Appreciate it. You can keep up with Governor Neverovich on social media. Visit his guest page at Huckabee.tv. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider clicking the subscribe button below and the notification bell now.
One other thing that you'll see next.
The perfect cash FX app did not exist until now. I got to tell you about it. Leo is a cash FX app where you get it with $250.
One other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939.
Man, fuck you, Hillary Clinton.
Gem after gem for years. Let's stop with the Hitler shit.
If we just talk about Grand that same lady, they still pulling that Hitler stuff out. You know, I would say, and it has to be the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. And I could not understand how a person who is Jewish or is a Jew accepts the fact that they are dumbing down, bastardizing the suffrage of Jewish people under the tutelage, I would say tutelage, the handling leadership of Hitler. They're reducing that experience by saying Trump is Hitler. Now, anybody who can make the brainstem know there's no correlation whatsoever. Donald Trump may be, in some cases, a nationalist. Donald Trump is not a eugenicist. Donald Trump is not trying to exterminate a particular race to promote other people. Donald Trump is a very balanced person, and he lives in America. The presidency of the United States of America can never be a dictator. And you can never be a Hitler in the United States of America. It can never happen in the system that we currently have. And for them to say that Donald Trump has not done anything but positive things for the Jews, he had peace in the Middle East. I mean, how many people murdered people? How many people have been killed? Like, these people are really stepping. I'm going to tell you guys about ground calculus. Those who ground calculus, you're going to see the reason why I'm absolutely love it. You can go on and make the comparison and see how the left is government versus the right versus the center. This is why I think it's valuable. If you are going to do any kind of research, you're going to act as if you are knowledgeable about anything, you have to know what both sides are saying. That is the best way to keep us informed. If you don't want to get tricked by the right program, we'll get to know that.
I don't trust neither party. Because I know both parties have a party on us. I know that for a fact.
Trump plan
And Kim True.
Madison Square Garden reenacted 1939 Nazi rally. Seeing them not criticize them, not one bit about the things she's saying. Surprise, surprise. Many of these are from the left. And you can go right there here, which I think is very important. You see, he's talking about this around the world. United States of America, we've got India, and we've got Australia. I think people are becoming increasingly more concerned about some of the articles that we're talking about. Speaking about things that you don't want to get, you don't want to miss out on overlook, is the blind spot. There's a little tab at the top. You can go to the blind spots for the left and for the right. So these are things that conservative people are paying attention to, because we can end up getting blindsided about these topics that we're not covering them, because our side isn't covering them. Same thing with some of the things on the left. Like you see, it says Bill Gates is staying trial in the Netherlands because of the entry lawsuit. Conservatives, leftists are not talking about it. Not one article written about it. Only conservatives.
Connecting the dots or doing a crossword puzzle is about the only thing that she can do without a teleprompter.
As stated, subscribe to my link. Get 40% off the Advantage plan, which is the unlimited access plan, which is the plan that I use. Make sure you're informed and you get your news. Hillary Clinton.
Study or documents.
Free speech. It's beautiful universe.
That dirty man dog in the White House. You know what? This is what I'm told.
And you get it, before 1880, there was nothing like heaven or hell. The concept was invented by the Roman Catholic Church, which is the first church in Christianity. It's very obvious. Around 41 AD, in the Council of Antioch, under the Bishop St. Ignatius, the idea of heaven and hell was officially implemented and propagated.
You gotta laugh to keep from crying, because it's disgusting to realize that a whole bunch of people like you was all taught to be stupid. And literally, stupid is what stupid does. And the truth is the truth. It is what it is. The make-believe nonsense stops you from using common sense. The common sense that you're born with. Brown men and women. Women and men. Born a winner, 100%. To know better is your natural order. How in the fuck was you taught some bullshit? How did you allow someone to teach you some nonsense, program you with 5 words, literally, that keeps you stuck on stupid? Make believe, understand, faith, hope. The truth is the truth. Either you know or you don't know. But the need to know is you need to question any and everything that don't make sense to you. Literally. Make believe makes you to being a liar and you don't even know. Understanding is you under someone standing over you beat some shit into you that don't make sense to you. Faith is believing in the unknown, hoping that it happens. There we go with the hope word. When you hope and hope comes, you don't hope no more. So there you go. Hope is a bunch of bullshit too, just like the rest of the other four words. Until you realize for yourself and make some type of change. Everything that you was taught is gonna stay the same because you was literally taught to be stupid. Why use 5 words that don't mean shit? What the fuck are you believing for? What the fuck are you understanding for? What the fuck are you having faith for? What the fuck are you hoping for? When the truth is, to be responsible in knowing what you're doing, to be a responsible adult is knowing what you're doing, to do it the first time so you don't have to do it a second time. That's the truth that's in us all. It's just that we all been taught to be stupid.
She literally ignores this treatment of another woman. She's no better. Why the Harris is gonna leave? She was going more time with her working on her career. She cheated with Willie Brown. And then her husband that cheated on his previous wife, the daddy got her pregnant. He's always given. Had a baby. And he perfectly linked with her that she think was abuse, sexual abuse. Said he used to take a shower with her. Claims that she was getting sexually abused by other family members. His daughter, not his niece, his daughter wrote it. And it was verified because somebody stole her journal. And they went to court and she verified it was her journal so they could be prosecuted. It's her journal. She wrote it. Let's get to it. I should be in prison too.
You know, one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany. So I don't think we can ignore it. You know, one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I wrote about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany. So I don't think we can ignore it.
Nobody should listen to a word that comes out of Hillary Clinton's mouth. She should be in fucking prison right now.
getting fees, my credit's going up, my points.
Hillary Clinton should be in prison right now.
My credit sucked. I was looking at my bills. Kick off his D1. My credit improved 150.
You know, it's funny, their obsession with Hitler's journey. I mean, they go back to this stuff time and time and time again. Nobody's thinking about that. Most young people have no idea what happened to them. Unless you pay attention to class. Most kids aren't. They don't care. They don't know other stuff. People don't.
You would have to be an asshole to buy Hillary Clinton's new fucking book. Hillary Clinton should be in fucking prison for the shit that she done did. She did all type of dirt when Bill Clinton was president. Then she did more fucking dirt when she got a dossier that we paid $42 million for. Her and her lawyer.
So really, this video is centered around Michael Rappaport. I had to throw Hillary Clinton ugly head in there. But this is what he said, because this dude is a super anti-Trump, and I used to dislike him to the umpteenth degree, and I saw him on an airplane with a black woman, and I almost said something, but I said, you know, be a bigger man. We get to Burbank, and I was like, they come to the plane, I say Trump 2020, and I walk by. And I say, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Came together with a phony dossier to try to impeach Donald Trump, but she never went to prison for that. All Hillary Clinton got was a fucking fine that she used our money to pay for it, and her legal lying lawyer got acquitted for the lying that he did. How could anybody say that we have a legal system that's
an actual genocide of the Jewish people ever for attention and political gain?
equal?
Stop it. That Nazi rally that took place at Madison Square Garden in 1939 was just that, an actual true blue Nazi record. So when you say that anyone and everyone who showed up at Madison Square Garden for this upcoming Trump rally is a Nazi, that's a Nazi rally, get the fuck out. What kind of rallies are happening on the college campus in New York City? Increasing Yahya Sinwar. What kind of rallies are that? Not mention the Holocaust, Hitler, the war, political report. When you ignore the greatest slaughter of Jews since the actual Holocaust, which happened on October 7th, all this Hitler talk, all this Holocaust talk, with so little Holocaust studies in school, nothing of Hitler and Nazi, when there are 101 passages, 101 passages, and you say nothing about them. Cut them. Nazis and Hitler. We haven't mentioned the 13 women that are still being held captive today. Why are you wearing your future is female t-shirt? It's disgusting. It's disrespectful to the victims and survivors of the Holocaust and to the real-time victims and survivors and the hostages of October 7th. Stop it.
Thank you for that. Somebody give him a round of applause. Thank you, Michael Rappaport, for saying it's a quiet thing out loud. These people are stupid as people. Now, speaking of the Holocaust, I always do. I don't know if they disrespect Jewish people like they do. You shouldn't even make a comparison that made our business. You can't even make a comparison. If a person who is nowhere near with it, people are still having traumatic experience thinking about Nazi Germany. People are still having a traumatic
And over documents on how much federal taxpayers were spending to house illegal immigrants. We are an open arms nation. We are for legal immigration. This is how an issue has and how it's exploded under Biden. Harris is bringing in House Oversight, Congressman Pat Allen.
We literally have a criminal organization running our business, people.
was actually
Because if you don't know, you need to know. The United States of America is a business. And the business is for the people, by the people. It's just that the people don't have no say-so anymore. The people that's supposed to be going to the White House representing us is representing just themselves. They're lining their pockets.
Tricia, it's great to see you again. A pleasure to have you on. What do we know about this? What is happening here?
Is that
They're not looking out for our best interest in the White House. So it's time to kick all of their asses out of the White House. We're $35 trillion in debt. Why? The Democrat rats, the Republican clowns, both parties push the buck back and forth to each other. So when you really, really think about it, both parties is playing us, the taxpayers. Because both parties is spending our money like drunken sailors.
Well, the taxpayers are, footing the bill for tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in, housing illegals, and it's been going on for 4 years. In fact, the figure could be into the billions. We just don't know, and I'm glad that Chairman Jordan has subpoenaed this information.
Okay, so there's a big infrastructure under the radar of nonprofits working with the government. So that's the issue too. It involves the State Department, HUD, and DHS and HSS. This is a secret kind of under the radar thing that's now coming to the forefront. About 14 million crossings of migrants this year. Congressman, that's a record. New CBP data shows 14 million. The most in U.S. history. Small towns across America hit with a new influx of migrants. Again, the Americans are generous. They're open-armed, but it's like Laughlin and Springfield, Ohio, Whitewater, Wisconsin, Logansport, Indiana, Aurora, Colorado. The issue is they weren't told, and the community's resources are strained beyond the breaking point. Now, a lot of people go there, out of social media. What do you make of this? I mean, you look at Canada. Canada's Justin Trudeau. He said,
Without Congress is doing right now is illegal. People should be going to prison, definitely get fired for the shit that's going on, because these people are supposed to be vetted before they get to be released into the United States.
Not to get kicked out. He weakened Canada's borders, and he just announced a 2-year plan to cut immigration into Canada by 31%.
Well, I think that we're going to see Kamala Harris being fired because of this issue. It's the number one issue in Texas. I mean, Liz, just in Texas alone, over the last 12 years, there have been 299,000 arrested illegals, charged with 513,000 crimes, resulting in 187,000 convictions. And that's just in Texas, in our small border communities.
Over what time frame?
Particularly, this is about the last 12 years.
Okay.
And that's a remarkable figure. If you extrapolate that over the other 49 states, I mean, God almighty, look what we're looking at here. And the Hispanic Americans along the border are at the forefront of this. And that's why they're leaving the Democratic Party in droves or the Republicans.
It's quite a trend. Wow, what's happening? Congressman Fallon, thanks for bringing it tonight. It's good to see you.
It's also they come right here and cut down on regulations for the government, like we did with Twitter. We went to Twitter, fire 80% of Twitter. They run it just fine. How can you do that? Because it's too much waste. The government is the same way. I think stuff wants to come in, they can clean out policies to the government. This country is built for the people, not for the government bureaucracy. It's not for the government to keep getting bigger in your life. But like subscribe to the channel, too. Video. I'll see you on the next one.
Again, it is what it is. We the people, by the people, this is our business. And we're allowing the elite assholes who got these plants in our business to ruin our business. Donald Trump basically showed us who was stealing from us. Because soon Donald Trump got elected, they showed you. Why do they hate Donald Trump so much? It's a question you need to be asking yourself. And then you're going to come to the conclusion. They hate Donald Trump because Donald Trump knows that they're a bunch of fucking criminals because he used to deal with them. Yes, he's a businessman. They run our business like their own personal piggy bank. Time for us to take our shit back from these fucking criminals. I'm Mr. Glass.